fighting here!
I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark. Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Like I told just about every Legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Looking good.
Striking it rich! police have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
Assure me, dear.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivalon.
In his defense, he can play here all right, but that doesn't solve the mystery.
I think it would be wise to inspect the councillor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to Norman Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that
discovered anything? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that sob of a feral doesn't have the mettle to commit murder. And as far as I'm concerned, neither has she. So, you found a blooded knife in Esmeralda's cellar. Guess you can scratch the top candidate off your list of cliched clues, then. Not exactly enough to arrest her for, is it?
How can I help you, my friend?
Get the shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir. Those folks that embarrass the bridge troll. Get the shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Cruel fortune.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to interpret you.
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. Even though she is, Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, let's have it then. Let me have a quick read. Wait, what? There's another... she had an admirer who wanted her to kill her husband, then elope with him? What madness is this? It cannot be true! A dagger caked in dried blood. Found in the cellar of this very house, you say? That's very disconcerting. Though I'm sure milady can explain. To set aside all doubt, I mean.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you had better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims. Perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger?
It's simply a butcher knife used by my late husband to cut meat. He did so love to... What'll you think of next? Accusing me of bashing him over the head with a frying pan?
Oh, don't put stock in their hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda. I'm just doing my duty, for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, my lady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your halo's head shall be harmed.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
On the move for cheese. Excuses for home.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer. My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my...
The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The pseudo-monarchia daemonum.
On the move for cheese. Excuses for home than a slice of this fine Normandy.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Chancellor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
Home, my good man.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick.
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for. Tell me, Alistair.
Home, my
have you
good
ever
man.
had the fortune of
Drink, you
challenging
please.
the fabled wizard of
Please do,
Atlantis again?
shout you might be.
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to meet him.
Careful now. That's a trap.
This town has seen better days. But despite it all, we'll always have the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine camembert.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd.
Some stir and churn. Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Oh, it goes to and fro, the city's youth. They hustle and bustle.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great. Here lies Kimberly. Finally.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have
Here lies
celestial
Jake.
pie in the
Please
afterlife?
do not disturb. I don't have the right tool for digging.
May the seven keep you. May the seven keep you.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
May the seven keep you.
Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Siciel. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
vigilant.
I'll thank you to leave me be.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets... Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine mid...
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive. Here lies Jake.
Rest in peace,
Please do.
darling.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
On the move for cheese? That excuse is more holes than a slice of this pie.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton, not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will ya? Me little mouldering darling. I bet Tim Fred's been strung up by his ears by now, the devilish thing.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly Harry, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each. No better solution to
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales. Why should I help those louts? Most of them would do anything to avoid paying a few extra gold pieces for a proper funeral. And anyway, I haven't got a thing to tell you. Enough of that bloody business. If you're just going to bother me about finished matters, I'd consider it a favor if you'd leave me be. Hey, stop that!
Certain he's hiding something.
Fortune!
How the coast reminds me of my long-fled youth. I sailed the sea. I walked the worlds. They hustle and bustle, while I sit here steady, watching them go by.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
There's as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens!
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump ogget. That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in...
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with?
Poncho Legionnaire! The sauce hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam. Oh, what now? What about it? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide and seek with stiffs to me. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart, you dolt. A murder indeed. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows and string up a sauce pinata!
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir! No, sir!
Come on!
Thank the seven we secured. Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets... Throwing that hog in the grinder can hardly make up for the loss of my sweet, succulent...
Soothing a corpse's
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. Excuse me, this is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Sevens you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and two direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Can't have gotten far.
Don't dither long. These men are slipping ever closer toward the edge with each passing minute. Thank goodness the source hunter is here. I'm in desperate need of some insight. Please, these men don't have long. You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
All right, we'll do it your way.
So, Stephen it is? All right. Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man.
Thank the seven!
This is highly
Oh, thank you!
lightning!
Sorry, I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
No, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party
Thank you. Thank you eternally for your help. Though,
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that.
quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
Sorry, friend.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order said... Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all. Certainly, what would you like to know? The counselor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese,